You know, the crazy part is I've loved the outdoors, but I've never had a passion like for crazy climbing, like what I'm doing right now. It's like a different planet. It's like the moon. Who climbs that, right?
In the last several years, a Meridian realtor and karate studio owner also became an avid mountain climber, an elite mountain climber. Most recently, she came back from summiting Mount Everest, and she did it at the age of 63. Yes, 63 years young and strong. Here is her inspiring story of resilience, strength, and courage in today's 7's Hero. 7 years ago, Eva Steinwald's life changed in a blink of an eye.
It really happened back in 2018 when my husband of 26 years passed away unexpectedly. And I realized that life is very short, it's very precious, and it's a gift, and I wanted to experience life.
Her husband, Pat's devastating loss pushed her to do something totally out of her comfort zone.
So I decided to get over my fear of heights. I heard about Mount Bora.
That was her first major climb.
And when I reached Mount Bora, I was just bawling, and I'm like, oh my God, I can do this. So what else can I do? That kind of started it. Then someone told me about Mount Rainier. Mount Rainier is a little bit over 14,000, and Bora is a little bit over 12. I thought, if I can do Bora, I can do Mount Rainier, you know. It was like a fire in my belly because I felt alive, and I knew that's what I wanted, and to honor my husband.
She set her sights on what's next.
I've always wanted to go to Nepal. They have these beautiful mountains. Maybe I can climb something when I'm there. Well, they had the Everest Base Camp trek with a mountain called La Bouche, which is 20,000. I'm like, Rainier is like 14,400. I can do La Bouche 20,000. What's 6,000 feet? I had like no idea. And then I decided to do all 7 summits to bring awareness to global warming. And so I did Aconcagua in South America in January 2024, Denali in June 2024, then signed up for Everest, and I did Everest May of 2025.
Yes, she climbed Mount Everest, and Eva documented it all on social media.
Mindset, staying strong.
I had many followers that were living through me, and they wanted to experience climbing Everest. I loved reading the comments, and that gave me motivation and energy, and I just really enjoyed that part, and it kept me connected.
Made it to Camp 4. I can't believe it.
I had a Sherpa from Camp 4 in the death zone to the summit. That was behind me. His only job was watch my oxygen tank, and your body has to be willing to acclimate. And then you pass a dead body that's been there for who knows how many years, and that is a reality check, how serious that mountain is. I mean, I passed 3 bodies going up.
It was grueling, but she kept going, with her husband, Pat, with her in spirit.
I have his dog tags from Vietnam, and every time I climb, I wear his dog tags. It definitely was a big part of my healing.
Eva says finally reaching the summit was so surreal.
On the summit of Everest, and you see all this color. And I'm like, wow, the prayer flags. When you see prayer flags, you know you're on the summit. Yay. And I saw it, I'm like, oh my God. I was so relieved. I have just goosebumps thinking about it. I was so relieved that I made it, that I was safe. I mean, you're at 29,035 feet.
Eva was officially the oldest American woman to make it to the top of Everest at the age of 63.
The number, your age, is just a number. I feel better now, mentally and physically, than I did when I was 30.
A few days later, she found out her record was broken.
So I reached out, and she said, I just got an email from another expedition company. They had a lady, her name is Susan, she's 66. and she lives in Texas.
Eva wants to inspire people who have experienced loss to chase their dreams and to live.
Take time to mourn, but then step forward. Because the only time we have, Maggie, is right now. We don't have what we had yesterday. We don't know what we're going to have tomorrow. We all have our Everests, and whatever the Everest is, if it's getting your college degree or going back to school, running a 5K, whatever it is, believe in your dream and don't listen to naysayers. Believe in your heart. Baby steps. Set baby steps, little goals, and you can get there. I give myself grace. You know, you need to give yourself grace too.
Eva Steinwald is living proof that anything is possible.
I just love inspiring to let you know you're so much stronger than you think you are. So much stronger.
She is our 7's hero. Isn't she just inspiring? I mean, 63 years old, climbing Mount Everest. She says her next Everest is, of course, to finish those 7 summits and write a book about her incredible life. Her life's mission and her favorite hashtag is can't, must, did. She says that's because you can, you must, and you will. For more on her climbing journey, go to this story on ktvb.com. Justin.